Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Good to have you here. And hello, Mr. Dewey. How are you? Good to see you. So yeah, today I have to get ready for BrickCon. So I've been thinking a lot about what I need to do, and I'm wearing my Jurassic Park shirt because I have this Jurassicopolis that I had been working on when I was over at Bricks by the Bay, and I was thinking, I probably need to think about what am I going to do for BrickCon. So I have two different thoughts about today's episode. One of them is expanding Jurassicopolis, and the way I would do that is to retrofit some old modules that I have to kind of fit with it. Or I could kind of do a combination and look at what I have and get ready for BrickCon with some of the things that I already have. So I'm kind of on the fence right now. Jurassicopolis is 8 modules wide by 2 modules deep, and I need to actually 4 modules by 2 modules deep, and I need to make it 4 modules deep to make it like a big square. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do all of that today, but I may be able to at least retrofit a few things to get ready. So that's kind of what I have thinking in my mind. And I'll explain a little bit more in a bit. Let me turn the volume down on this music though. It drives me crazy. Okay, that's a little bit better. Hopefully you can still hear the music and still hear me chatting. But yeah, and let me just make sure I don't have an ad here. I've been, as you know, I've been having struggles with my down camera. So fingers crossed it'll hold up for this stream. Last time it cut out halfway through, but thankfully I have my front camera that I can turn it around. But anyway, so let me show you a little bit about the modules that I found that I think I can rework. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so these are from an old Micropolis. In fact, this was the very first Micropolis that I submitted to BrickCon, gosh, 2019. So that would have been, what, almost 3 years ago. So it's probably time for a retrofit anyway. This green module I just put here just to kind of make it complete. But this green one's actually part of another module that I did. And you can see this one, it has this translucent look, and that's because it's lighted. I have some lighting underneath, and you can see that little this little lighting brick. I'll put it right there for the camera there. So one of the things that is a new standard is where we're putting in an arch here, as well as the Technic bricks to connect them together. And you'll see these are older modules, and you can see from this that you have the brick, but you don't have the arches. So one thought I had would be to take a look at these. Like I said, this is from 3 years ago, so it probably needs a retrofit anyway. And this is an old standard as well for water modules. So let me show you the newer standard, and this is from the cover photo that I had shown earlier, that this is the water module, and I have this right now inside a Ziploc bag. Mostly because I know when it was traveling, it would have a harder time in transit. Okay, so unlike the other ones, as you can see, the Technic pins are actually on the edges. So I have, that's how it's connected, is through the corner Technic pins. So that's a little bit different. As you can see, if I decide to retrofit this into this style, then I will need to come up with the Technic connections on the edges. So you can see that this is for Jurassicopolis. The other thing you'll notice is that I have this 1x2 set of tiles that are here that are in a hatch or herringbone pattern. So it gives a nice little look, and you probably have seen me do this for some other builds. But yeah, these are a little more precarious because it's only one plate, and then what's holding it together are these 1x2 tiles. So it's definitely, and you can see I also put some tape on the back just to keep it a little bit more secure. That's probably not standard, but considering what I have, that's what I had to work with. All right, so going back to Jurassicopolis, is that in fact maybe what I should do is pull up the actual drawing. Let me see if I, or the photo. If I pull up the photo, then let me see if I can get this photo in here. Because if I can add the photo, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna size this to the proper size so you can kind of see the difference. Okay, so check this out. All right, so we have this Jurassicopolis, and you can see that it connects with the canal, which is in the upper corner over here. So that allows the canal to connect to Jurassicopolis. But what if I'm connecting to another group that doesn't have that? So another thought I had was to take this one module here. So I'll need to find the canal module, which I think I do have. If I can find that canal module, retrofit it, so then that way it could fit into a city block and make that. So in other words, I'll have two. I'll have one for when it connects to a canal and one when it connects to a regular city. So I'm going to hide this for a moment. Let's hide this. So now we're back to the down camera. And you can see that I use these U.S. Postal Service priority mailboxes because you can get those for free. And you can fit, you can see it, you can fit two modules in there. So I was doing that. And I think this one says canal and dinos. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so this has two modules here that show up like a canal. So if I'm going to retrofit something, then it would be almost like having two of these modules and then adding this section right here so that it's a regular street. So that is something I might be willing to do. I'm on the fence, quite honestly, because I figure if I'm going to put this into a collab, I just need to make sure there's somebody in the collab who is doing this in this fashion. And then I won't have to retrofit it at all, right? But if not, then it wouldn't make sense having this canal. So that's why, that's one option, is essentially I would take one of these. In fact, I can just go ahead and say, let's just take this one, for example. I could take this and, in fact, maybe I should just do that. So make it the water level the same as this, but then, so I'm going to drop this down and then add the greenery similarly on this. So that actually isn't too bad of a retrofit right there. So we're going to put that kind of on the side because I think now that I'm talking out loud, that might be the way to go. And then this one, I could probably do the same thing and make this similar with a street going all the way across. I don't want to do it on this one here because this one has the big hotel on it, and this little module also is nice because it has this little surf shack. So I got this surf shack here. So I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, the more I talk out loud, I think that's probably the easiest thing, would be to take this one and this one, those two, and mimic this setup. If I can mimic this setup, and then that way they can all connect together. And you can see what I've had to do is I've had to put in some junction points in order for these two to connect. So here's the junction point here, and here's the junction point here. And apparently I'm missing some green because this one is missing. It's showing the Technic, and I don't want that to show. But anyway, so this is a canal piece, and then what we'll do is we'll move it over those two. Yeah, actually that sounds like a plan. Let me look at my Jurassicopolis again, and let me show you this. Okay, so we saw the two modules for the canal, which is up here. And then we have another module here, which I believe is one of the ones that I have wrapped, so I'm not going to unwrap that. But I think if we just fix that, that will complete this portion. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do today. And I will probably continue with this later on my 9 o'clock stream when I'm on Twitch, since it's all set up. And then maybe I'll do the retrofit of some of these other ones. Okay, so I think that's our plan today, as far as what we're going to do. That shouldn't take too long, I think. I'm hesitating a little bit because I just realized that this module here, in order for me to do this, like this, I need to add another section. So what might be better is this might be a good retrofit for this one. Yeah. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then I'll think about this one, this retrofit later. Okay, so we've decided we're going to do this, and we're going to convert it over to this. And see how that goes. You notice that I'm laughing because, you know, best laid plans always end up causing maybe more angst than you've originally anticipated. So we'll see how it goes. I do have, which is good news, is I do have some of these, and if you probably remember me working on this when I was working on the original, that we had decided it would be good to have some green, and then you have kind of a good demarcation. But let me see if I have a blue one. I don't think I have that blue. I have green. So I have this. But yeah, we might have to piece it together. That's okay. We have lots of plates. So we'll figure it out. Alright, so I think what I'll do, I'm going to make a little bit of room here. We're going to work right in the box lid. Get these out of the way. So essentially we're taking this one. Let's go ahead and move that to the side. I'm going to move this closer to me. And it's kind of a duplication, but it goes back to when you show up to a show, you don't know if somebody's going to have a canal. Like in this case, it was Bricks by the Bay, so I already knew that Bill Ward was going to have a canal, so that's how I set that up. So for this one, I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep this going across, more or less, but it has to be dropped down to this bottom level. So you can see, in fact, this is good because you see how we've got this same thing, this 8 by 16 right here. So I've already actually got the template here. I should look at it this way. Let's see. I think, okay, this is a little different, but it's okay. And it looks like if I have a green, ooh, it's too bad I don't have, that's too big. Yeah, you can see, it's a little too big. We can make do. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Green. I had a whole section of green plates. Where did those go? Where did my green plates go? No! Hold up. Alright, I have some. Let's take a look. So you can see, ooh, that's not the right green though. That's a different color green. Alright. It's not, this is not what I was, see there's the bright green and the dark green. This is the green that I want, this green. Okay. Alright, let's see. Aha. Alright, I think I found some green that will work. I've got these, and I found this. Yes. Alright, so we're going to have to do this a little bit. We're going to try to match this as much as we can. So we're working on it upside down because we've got a layer that we're working on. Alright, and then I got to find some blue plates. And don't forget, I also have this. I have the original, this one, that I can take some of the blue plates from this. Let's see. So once again, we're just trying to match these. Ideally, it would have been better to have like a 2x6, and I know I have some. All right, let me check one more thing. Aha. Look at that. I do have some. All right. So longer plates are definitely better. Okay, so we're going to move that out of the way. I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Okay, now let's see. Do I have any blue? Regular blue. Okay, this is where I get to take a look at this and see what I have. Move that aside. Let's see. So I am going to recoup some bricks from this, which is good. All these structural bricks. And I think this one, because we're looking for what, a 4x12 roughly? Let's take a look. Aha. Alright, and then if I have a square, yay, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so now we have our base. It's going to match this base. So you can see we've done a matching for both of those. It would be nice if I had, I guess, longer plates on this side, but that's okay. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Since we have our template. Let's see, do I have an extra tray here? I do. Let's get this out of the way for now. Alright. So remember, we're going to use this street going all the way across. So if we do this, flip it completely over. Let's see. Maybe I should get some of that tape. Because if you're flipping it over, in fact, I should just do it this way. That way it's easier for my brain. Put this over here, all the way across. This one goes next, then this one. And I guess these don't really matter because they're the same size. And this one. All right, so hopefully that is pretty close. Victorious Brickstress, how are you? Aloha. I am retrofitting this, but I'm going to keep it. So in other words, this will connect to a canal. But if I want this to connect to a regular road, I need to put a regular road in. So that's what I'm doing, is I am retrofitting this, so then that way it can go into another collab in the future. And I'm just looking at the side here as far as I need to add this plate, this ground plate going across, and I can do all of this going across. So that's what we're going to do. Hope you're doing well. I'm getting nervous because BrickCon is coming soon. So I'm like, panic mode. I can't really work on some of the other things that I've been doing because I need parts. So I've got to order and wait for the parts to come in, and so that's holding me up there. But I can do this. This is something I can do. I learned a lesson. Do not check your favorite buy, sell, trade Facebook page on waking. Yeah, don't do that. You don't want the added stress. Yeah, ooh, actually I can recoup some of these. You see what I had to do is I had to piece these together. And I think I have some longer 1x tiles in gray. Oops, not gray. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I've got some longer ones. But you can see all these parts I'm recouping from this. So there's a lot of blue plates that are going to be back into the collection. Yeah, so look at this. I've got these 1x8s. Remember that haunted house that I took apart? That's care of the haunted house. So thank you, haunted house. Thank you for adding to my Micropolis build. Yeah, this is definitely a lot easier being able to do it this way. Oops. Yeah, so we're essentially transposing and making it so then that way this can connect to a regular city. You just bought a goat? You've been doing great, making progress every time. Well, thank you. That's why, you know, today, usually Sundays are where I invite guests and we do mock improv and some other things. And I just realized, I said, I got to catch up. I've got more things I have to do. So now this one is a connector road. So if you look at this photo, here, let me bring back this. So this is the intersection. In fact, I just realized I may need to put in, you can see on the right side that the sidewalk is here. I think I actually need to put the sidewalk on this side. Yeah, I think I do. So this is why it's good to have a reference photo. But you see how all of this is connecting over? And I just realized I need to raise this up. Yeah, I need to raise it up. I'm actually need to raise it up a brick. Okay, well, I'm glad I looked at this. It's like, what's happening here? Yeah. Okay, let me raise it up. And then the other thing I can do is in this canal section, I can add some tan plates to make more beach. Okay, so let's do that. Let me hide this. I am happy to say I have no goats. I have no desire to have goats at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, see, if I look at one of these modules, this is what I should be doing. So I need to make it the plate, brick, and then this. So the 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 tan plate can stay where it is, but these other things have to be raised up. So it's a good thing I checked. Don't want to go too far down this road. Please say you've placed orders. I haven't yet because I haven't been paid yet. See, I have to wait for my paycheck. That's the big problem. Is that fund wise I have, so I'm hoping to put in my order maybe, let's see, next Thursday, because I get paid on the 31st, which is I think a Wednesday. So yeah, I'm a little low on funds right now, so that makes it harder. Okay, I'm looking for some bricks. I need some one. Okay, my stash of bricks. Alright, well, my stash of bricks is not to be found, so backup plan, lots of 1x2s. It's the Lego goat. Oh my god, I hope you didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for that. Those Lego goats don't come cheap. Good thing when you're flush, you get the list and can go, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing about this is an expensive hobby. So, and not only that, I have some lug bulk orders that I'm gonna have to get ready for. Actually, not lug bulk; it's project support. So I'm part of this collab with some people with port lug. So for the Jurassic Park. So I put in an order. We haven't gotten the invoice yet though, so I'm still waiting on that. Yeah. Yeah, and that goes back to, I might have to make do with what I have, too, for some of the things. Like, I really want to order those things for the Panda Palace. That is kind of like, I really want to get that done. But if I can't, I still have the Pandas of Penzance. I mean, that's done. So the Panda Palace would be like, well, if I can't get it done, I mean, I can save it for the next convention. So I'm not too worried. So, but yeah, it would be nice. Would be nice, but I'm not going to stress. Stress is not a good thing. In fact, I was telling somebody the other day that, you know, a lot of our problems, quote unquote problems, I mean, they're really minor in the grand scheme of things. So, you know, not being able to connect to the internet, I mean, that's a first world problem, right? not having enough food to feed your family, that's another story. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those Technic 1x2s on the end, so then they have connection points. So here are these 1x2s. I'm going to save the black, these dark gray. And the other thing I want to do is I want to put a connection point here to be able to connect to the next ones. So those are 1x4s. Oh. I seem to have a plethora of dark gray, so I'm just going to keep with that. And yeah, I'm just going to keep these around. Keep those around. Now I have those extra bricks that I can use some of these bricks to fill in some of the gaps here. Let's see. Yeah. That's a nice thing when you're retrofitting. You can often use existing parts. And in fact, I probably could have used this from my other one. Okay, let's see. And let's see. Yeah, I probably should have 2 of these tubs, but like I said, I've been doing a lot of retrofitting of my area too. And I also got handy my my 1x2s for being able to put together the water. Let's see. I'm looking for 1x4s, or yeah, a 1x6 would be nice. But I don't see one here, so I'm gonna have to go into my stash. Actually, here's a 1x2. Let's put that. Let's put that there. Let's put this away. And like I said, I love having so many 1x2s. I wish I had these in red. That's what I really need, so I could work on my... And that's something, when you go to the Lego store, having a stash of 1x2s, just fill up your cup with those. It's like I'm missing a whole section of bricks. Why am I missing those? Like I said, once I get everything all put together, it will be complete. But for now, we just work on this. Yeah, but the way I look at it is that this needs to be done anyway, because you missed at the very beginning what I was talking about. Is this original set of modules I did was from 3 years ago, and I used this format. So this is one of my very first mocks, actually, and you'll see that the water is on the top level. Well, now most of the builders are dropping that down to the plate level. So that's why I'm retrofitting a lot of this. Really don't have any real desire for a goat, but I'm going through the Star Wars set my son gave me when he left. Oh, okay. Left the nest. Well, I think it goes back to groupthink. It's like when other people have something, it's kind of like, well, I want that too. Can I have one of those? Yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sidewalk over here, because the sidewalk, as I had mentioned earlier, was if I want to do it properly, I would put it in, I believe it is the 4th one down. Yeah. Now how come I'm missing some of this? Let's see. Yeah, okay. Things are coming together, but I'm missing a white 1x2. It's okay. Thought I had a white 1x2 in here. Yeah, there we go. And put our little car here. All right, good. He's become aware of resale values. So I got the goat for him. Aw, you're such a nice mom. Okay, so here we go. So this is what we're doing, is we are mimicking this module, because this is going to go here. So now we have, so this can connect to a regular city. And now what we have to do is look at the pattern. Okay, so I am going to start And you remember this herringbone pattern is, so then let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Or did the ad show up? This ad is like, all right, let's see what's going on here. This my down camera is the bane of my existence. Come on. Yep, I knew it. It's like if I leave it for just a moment, it goes into an ad. It's like, okay, there we go. Now we can zoom in. Let me move this over. Not too far. Otherwise, the whole thing is going to come down. All right, but that's better. Okay. And the reason why I want to make sure it matches is because the next module over here, I had designed it so that everything would coalesce with each other. Okay. So this is the easy part, because this is all just, though I just realized I need to add some detail for beach here. Let's see, do I have some interesting shapes? Oh, 1x2s to the rescue again. Add some 1x2s to add some interest. There we go. So then that way, when the whole beach comes together, it's not just one big line. This is good for me to see Micropolis under construction. Remodel. I learned a lot from you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, that's my goal. That is my goal, is to try to help people understand Micropolis and other techniques. Okay, so I am realizing what I should have done. Let me move this over a little bit. Use my brick separator. Yeah, well, I was interviewed by More and More, and I was explaining to him, I said, you know, I really kind of see myself more as an educator as far as how my streams work, rather than an entertainer, because there's lots of people who are much better entertainers than I am. But I can build. I can build, and I can teach you how to build. And that's kind of how I look at things. Okay, so the reason why I took that out is because I realized that I want this herringbone pattern to really kind of be consistent. So that's why I wanted to do that. And this goes here. All right, so now I can do this. And let's see, I think I'll put one more here. There we go. Yeah, so what's nice about having a down camera is that you can kind of see how the beach is going to look. And sometimes having a curve would be nice. Like I have this, but it's the wrong color. And it's also a little too big. If I had one of those smaller ones, I would put that in. But right now, I don't have that. So I'm just going to make do. I'm going to do with what I have. Now what I'm doing too is I'm looking at the model over here to see what else I'm going to need. Yeah, so I also need some green 1x2s, it looks like. But we're not quite there yet. We will get there. Yeah, this is working out great. So you can see how this herringbone, if I put it to the light, you see how it's a nicer look than if you have it all straight across. And did I just screw something up? I did. Let's see. It's supposed to be. Yeah, so I'm just looking at this now, and down, across. Okay, I have, what happened here? I have like an opening here. Oh, I see. I put 2 across that way. Okay, I can actually be fine with that. I'm going to do this. Continue. But as we get closer to the green, I'm going to have to start mimicking what I did before. But this will be good. And this also, as I mentioned, these help stitch these together. Okay, so now what I can do is this one. Let's see if I can get this out of there. Probably should have thought about that before I put this one down. Oops. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So you can see that looks pretty good like that too. Yeah, I met a couple people at the Trader Joe's. They work there, and they saw my T-shirt, and I said, "Yeah, you should think about, going to the convention as a builder. Don't go as a spectator. Actually, bring your builds with you. You have to register in advance, though. So, I have a feeling they will, and then I'll see them." Okay, so I'm looking at this. And you see how we have this one coming down, so that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's a little off, but I'm not going to stress about that. Yeah. And like I said, you're just trying to get it to the point where it's similar. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, I see what I did. Okay, so I moved this up so I could put a green 1x2 there, a slope. Oh, let's see. Like I said, things are mismatched. I have a whole bunch of 1x2 slopes in green, so that's going to go there. And it looks like I put a lily pad on top. And got some 1x2s in green. I just rearranged these. I have all my 1x2s in these little cups. And the problem is, I don't think this is the same green. In fact, I can tell right now that is not the same green. Not good. So I might have to see if I have some in here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look for those later. I have a whole bunch of 1x2s in green, but they're not here. Okay, that's all right. Let's focus. Focus. Oops. There we go. Let's get this put together. But at least you can see that we're starting to put the pattern together, so it's very similar. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, some of this is 2x4s. Let's see, we could do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to go there. And another lily pad. Now, I didn't have to do it this way, but I kind of feel that I go to enough conventions that there's always going to be somebody that I can connect to as far as my builds, that I want to have the option to do it either with a canal. So this is the canal, and this is a regular module. So this is why it's kind of worth going through the time to do this. It's a little tedious, I know, but it will be worth it. At least in my mind, it will be worth it. And some of this looks like I added some green modules. So like I said, I have to make do with what I have. So since I have these green ones, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to put this here. Like that. So I have this green, and this goes here. The water, yeah, we'll do that. And that also stitches that together, which is important. And, you know, this isn't an exact science, but it works well, you know, just putting it together like this. Okay, let's see. You know what I didn't check is I should check in here, too, to see if I have any small green plates. I have these 2x4s. Okay, that's the wrong green. Yeah, this is where my bag of green 1x2s, wherever I put them. I'll check one more time. Okay. Well, that'll be for later. But at least now, here's the next step. Remember, I need connection points. So I need a 1x2 right in the center here. So I will get that. And should be 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 7 across, position 8 and 9. So this connects to the next module underneath it. And once again, I need that 1x2 there. But like I said, I'll work through it. I will get through this. Let's see if I have some 2x2s. Why do I not have green? Okay, I have a couple of these. Grab some of those. Oh, do I just have one? Yeah, see, this is the problem. I definitely have done some reconfigurations. Alright, so let's see. Alright. And once again, here's another connection point, so I need to put that in place too. And that is on stud 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which actually works well, because that'll stitch these together. Okay. Okay, this isn't too bad, because what I'm going to be doing here is that I'm going to, it doesn't have to be exact, but this is close enough, because you can see that the connection point is here, you have a connection point here, and that we can make some, you know, different kind of landscaping. Like I have some of these green 1x2s, so maybe I could put some of these in place. Like I could put one of them here, for example. That probably won't be too bad. And then I need a 1x2 there. In fact, I'll just go ahead and do that. And once again, just kind of filling in with different shapes, just to kind of give it a more of a textured feel to it. I wish I had my 1x2s, quite honestly. But I am jonesing for those. Oh, 1x3 parts. Hello, little girl. Okay, I do have some 1x3. Oh, there's a bit. Do you need to go outside? We'll be going outside soon. Wow, I'm running low on green. So I have this 1x3. Okay. And I'm hoping I have some 1x1s in green, but it's not looking good. That's because I set them aside. I knew I was going to be working on a project that required some green, so oh well. I will find them in time for tonight, for the 9 o'clock show on Twitch. So then that way we can work on that. I'm just looking at shapes now at the moment. So I think that doesn't look too bad. I'm hesitating because I think, actually, I'm just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. I'm sure we can do better, but that's not too bad. And part of the reason why I wanted to do that is that it gives it more strength. So what I'm going to do now is when I find my 1x2s in green, I will fill this out some more. So you see how this is all filled out and I don't have it filled here. I mean, I don't think I have enough at the moment, but you can see I could use a 1x2 here, 1x2 on top, 1x2 here, another 1x2 on top. Just 1x2s would just be perfect. But what I can do is I can add another lily pad here. Looks like I had one there. That's not too bad. You can tell that there's still some more embellishments that need to be done, but let me zoom out a little bit. That's not too bad. That is not bad at all. Like I said, I just need another thing here. I can add a lily pad for now, but it needs to be ready to go. And I guess I could put a yellow one on the edge if I really want to match it as closely as possible. I don't know if I have any more yellow though. Yellow is a hard color. Okay, I'm going to replace it with this green, lime green. See, I could put another 1x2 in green here, so I'm going to leave that open until I find those. And I think this is pretty close. It's pretty darn close. Like I said, it doesn't have to be exact, because the whole point is you're replacing a canal module with a regular street module. I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, I do need to add some more green here, but it's not bad. Lena Inverse! BrickCon hype! Yeah, this is what I'm doing, is that this is a canal module, and this is my Jurassicopolis for a regular street module. So that when I go to BrickCon, I will have Jurassicopolis, at least a portion of it, and just to refresh everybody's, this is what Jurassicopolis looks like at the moment. I actually need to double this. I need to put another set of modules so it's a complete island with water going all the way around it. I don't know if I'll have time to do it for this con, but at least for this con, I'm making this top here so it goes all the way across, so then it can incorporate into a city. Have you signed up for any BrickCon games? Not yet. I just filled out the form last night, or early this morning, for my bricks, my custom bricks. So I have done that. But thanks for reminding me about the games. I probably should do that too. I know it's coming up. It's only a month away. Oops. I gotta hide this. Yeah. So this is what we just finished doing. So here's the canal module, here's the regular module, and this one's going to be going all the way across. And then we need to mimic this one. I think, is it this one? Hold up. It's the other canal module. Here it is. So the next part, and I think what I may do is, well, you tell me. I mean, I've been streaming now for almost an hour, so I'm thinking this might be a good place to stop, or I could start working on a similar one to this. And I just realized there's a 1x4 in dark brown. That needs to be black. I need to fix that. It's a good thing having a down camera, because you can really see the color differences better. So, yeah, those Jeeps are so small. Yes, they are. But anyway, this is pretty good to go. I just need to find my 1x2s in green to fill it out a little more, but that's pretty close. As far as just looking at the landscape, and then this is going to cover it, and that all of the connection points are there, so then it'll connect to the other parts of the island. So I'm pretty happy with that. Once I find my 1x2s in green, I'll be okay. Okay, so here's the question for you, chat. I have this module that I'm going to do the same thing, right? I'm going to make a similar module, but put the street going all the way across. So would you like me to do that now, or is this a good time to stop? You let me know. Because you can see I have these that I have to connect, and similar to what I did earlier, I would be kind of mimicking the back, similar to what I did before. When is the stream over? I recommend signing up for games. Okay. Well, that's why I'm asking you if I should stop now, or if I should keep going and then do that later. So here's, you can see what I'm doing right now is I'm putting together the structure, the substructure so it's similar to the other one. Now what's nice is that I'm recouping a lot of what I had from the previous build. And then I have these green. I only have, let's see, I thought I had, maybe I had ones. Like I said, I think my green is pretty much used up. Now wait a minute, I've got this. But that is a little too big. Yeah. There are only 2 viewers at the moment, and you have to plan for BrickCon. Okay, so you're saying I should go ahead and close down the stream, I guess. I think that's what you're saying. But, you know, I am kind of planning for BrickCon. This is all part of the retrofit is in preparation for BrickCon. So that's why I'm saying I could this might be a good place to shut it down. And then I can work on this off stream. Yes, okay. Yeah, well, like I said, I've been streaming for an hour, so this is good. Okay, so let's go back and refresh as far as what we were doing. So essentially we took a canal module and we made a duplicate as a regular module for using the new standard, where we're taking the plate, brick plate, and then dropping the water down to the base level. I had to put in these mounds because I needed connection points there. Yes, you do what you gotta do, Naomi. Like me, getting my first goat. Oh, okay. Registration for the games is essentially because then you can be in all of them. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. As soon as I shut down the stream, I promise I will look at doing that. I'm going to look for my 1x2s and finish this up. And maybe what we can do is, if you want, maybe I can get this prepped for the 9 o'clock stream. And then we'll continue at 9 o'clock. Maybe that's the way we do this. So, Brickstress, you got a Lego goat or a real goat? If you got a real goat, it would actually give you more back because you can use it to make have goat milk and goat cheese. So you can't do that with a Lego goat. Oh, I just realized there's another yellow one that was in the Ziploc bag. I am going to put this in my collection. So, okay. No, I don't have a Lego goat. I don't need a Lego goat, so don't spend a lot of money on a Lego goat for a gift. Which, by the way, you do have the 3 masts that are on your way, Vicarious Brickstress. Lena, if you want 3 masts for a future pirate ship build, let me know. I'll get those to you. And I also sent them over to Glenn. Still a big deal, Brickstress, as far as the Lego goat. You've got a real goat set in the past. I'm going to enjoy this one a whole lot more. Okay. All right, yeah, let me know about the mass. All right, so I think we agreed that we are going to... here, let me go ahead and switch over. Okay, everybody. Well, that was fun. Let's make sure my dog's not in the way here. So, she always like wants to be so close to me. I don't want to like roll this chair over her. But USPS tracking says they are here. Oh, great. And they are here. They are here. Like in Horton Hears a Who. Okay, good. I'm surprised they're there already because they said it wouldn't be there till Monday. That's pretty quick. It totes my Lego goats. Okay, cool. All right, my friends. So, as I mentioned, in fact, this is great. I think I can hold this up for the front camera, too. And where'd the other one go? It was just here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we took one of these modules, and it looks like I might have my green screen on, but so this is a canal module. You can tell at the top because it's got regular blue. And then it's got the trans blue for the regular water. And then this one, we converted it to make a similar one, but all water and a road going across. See you on Twitch tonight. Yes, thank you so much. And thank you, Vicarious Brickstress, Lena, Inverse. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Like I said, today I didn't have anything specifically planned, like guests, etc. And since I'm getting ready for BrickCon, I needed to do this anyway. So at least we've got half of it done. I may decide if I'm in a groove, I might just finish this, but I have a feeling I'm going to keep this for our 9 o'clock show. So I'll start working on this for the 9 o'clock show, and I've got to start thinking about what else I need to do in time for BrickCon. But anyway, thanks everybody. Really appreciate your help, and really excited about BrickCon coming up in the next 4 weeks. So thank you everyone, and as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, oh, one more thing, don't forget to like the stream. Like and subscribe if you're watching this as video on demand. So anyway, we'll talk more later, 9 o'clock on Twitch. And as they say, may the clutch be with you. Take care, everybody. Bye.